Again, with fallout from flooding in one community and a possible property tax increase.
This afternoon, the Rock Valley, Iowa City Council held a public meeting where people could share their input on that proposed increase. KTIV Sophie Wyckoff has more from Rock Valley.
Rock Valley City Administrator says the proposed increase in the city's property tax rate levy is due to the historic flooding that devastated Rock Valley in June of 2024. That flooding damaged more than 500 homes like these.
Ours is directly related to the flood. We've borrowed $18 million and FEMA's reimbursement has been very slow, a lot slower than we ever predicted it would be.
Van Manen says the proposed increase will help cover expenses as the city waits for that FEMA money to come in. But he says he hopes it's only short term.
If the FEMA money comes in as we expect it to, we would expect that the levy would go back to where it had been previously.
The proposed property tax levy is $12.50 per $100,000 of property value. That's an increase of more than 5% from last year. It's a tight squeeze for some Rock Valley homeowners.
The people affected by the flood, some of them are still paying mortgages, some are still paying insurance, and then the tax. And every time that happens, it just adds more hurt to them. And that's why it's so essential we get to the finish line with FEMA so we can proceed to go through the buyout so they're finally done and they can truly start or finish their flood recovery.
In Rock Valley, Iowa, with Chief Videographer Acacia Killian, Sophie Wyckoff, KTIV News 4.
After today's hearing, the City Council will publish notice of another hearing, this one on the entire city's budget. That hearing date hasn't been set.